Hi, how are you? My name is Rita Umondi, and this is my presentation. Allow me to do the slideshow. Just 1 second. Okay. So my project is called Malki. The name Malki, it's so dear to me. That's why I decided to come to give that person this name. The project, it's his name. Okay, so I'm the only group member at the moment handling this project. So I'll be handling everything from front end to database management to deployment. So project description. So ideally, Malki is a web application that will enable organizations, or rather any organization or even a country, to map out neurodivergent individuals, not just children, but also individuals in various regions across the nation. So how it works is, at the moment, I will be the administrator, but now as the project progresses, parents or any caregiver will be encouraged to register, to just sign up using their account and register any child or any individual they're taking care of in the system. So the data that will be captured using this web application will be used to create awareness on neurodiversity, because understand, as much as diversity goes at this level in my country, Kenya, where at the moment there's no so much awareness that has been created. People are aware of physical disability, but now when it comes to neurodiversity, not much awareness has been created in that sector. Also, the data will be used to support the education, to support on education of these children. The reason why I'm saying this is these kids are diverse, like they're neurodiverse, yes. And this means that their learning curve is different from a typical child, and they need support in various areas, because sometimes they might be super proactive in one region and not so active in one and struggling in another. So the areas where they're struggling, that's where they'll need the support, and they'll need professional tutors to help with this. Then another use will be to enhance healthcare. And by healthcare, I don't mean the generic, popping pills and stuff, but we need serious things like therapy, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, just to enhance their daily growth. Then the data will help to support with job placement for the young adults, because at the moment they are struggling to to be in the same environment as typical people are not understanding them. So if with the awareness that will be created, they'll be in a position to we will have organizations that are accommodative of their abilities. So learning objectives. So at the end of the project, I intend to expand my knowledge, or rather skill, in the front end sector. That is basically understanding how to create a generic website with the use of HTML and CSS, just for styling, for aesthetic purposes, and of course using JS for interactivity. Then back-end development, API development, I'll use Node. Yes, there'll be back-end development, talking about API development, which will be handling requests and responses from the user and the server. And of course, there'll be data retrieval and filtering, just learning about CRUD operations. Yeah. Then, of course, there'll be database management aspect of it, which also I need to learn. There's the security, because we are dealing with data here. I need to know how to handle authentication, user authentication and login. I need to know how to handle file upload and management. And of course, eventually I need to learn how to deploy my project in the cloud so that it's available for everybody. The technology stack that I purpose to use in the front end, of course, I'll use HTML, CSS, and of course, vanilla JavaScript. If I have enough time, I might consider learning more about React, which will help me navigate the interactivity part of it. Back end, I intend to use Node.js with Express as a package. Yeah, it's a bit, they go hand in hand, and it's a bit simpler to handle the APIs. Then of course with database, I've decided to go with MongoDB because I'll be dealing with unstructured data here. I'm talking about files, image uploads. I'm talking about descriptions. I'm talking it's a lot of unstructured data that is necessary. That Mongo gives the opportunity to handle all that kind of data. Then with time, I hope my I'll be in a position to implement data import and export, whereby I can just download the data and also if I want to upload new data, just if it's in a Google Sheet format, I'll be in a position to upload it. Tag services, at the moment, it will be required as the project goes on, but at the moment it entails a lot with the limited time that has been provided. But some of the services that the system will need in future include file storage, like the cloud storage, instead of using like a server. Just heavy, just to keep the server lightweight and give room for scalability. Then there's the authentication services. Like I said, the system will require users to log in, so will require authentication services which offer pre-built solutions for password management and user roles. There'll be security, like where data is, security is paramount, so require SSL certificates for protection during transmission of data between users, and of course email notification, basically sending notification to various users depending on whichever functionality that the system will be wired to, Challenges that I might face, maybe considering changing technology stack. So instead of using Node.js, maybe go with Python and a framework, maybe Django or Flask. Then conducting research to check on the viability of the app. File handling might be a bit tricky because, like I said, this is unstructured data, and of course handling errors and debugging. So my Trello board is here, just identifying, this is my week plan and daily plan. So if you click on that, it outlines all the activities that I need to do on a daily basis, from the first day of project inception to the last day of project deployment. Then this is just the general mock-up, a general overview of how the web page will look like. Then afterwards, this gives a list of the data that has been uploaded in the system. So if we click on each and every entity here, it takes you to a page that displays the profile of that particular individual. Yeah, so basically that's it, and thank you for your time.